Hi, friends. I hope you're ready to do some math today because we are jumping back into subtraction. We're on page 339, lesson 15, session 3. This is our third time doing subtraction. And what we're doing is we're working on making a 10 to subtract because we know 10 plus 1 is 11. We also know 11 minus 1 is 10. 12 minus 2 is 10. 13 minus 3 is 10, and so on and so forth. So at the top of page 339, it says Ava has 13 beads. She gives away 9 beads. Remember, that's your word clue. You would put a box around gives away. I'll put those up there. How many are left? Left also means we're subtracting. All right, so go ahead and try it. That means you're going to practice solving it. And then when you're done giving it a go on your own, then you're going to jump back in with me and watch me do it. All right, so you can do dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to put them in rows of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know 5 plus 5 is 10. Count on 11, 12, 13. Now I'm going to cross out 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Count what's left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 13 minus 9 equals 4. Okay. Yesterday, what we learned was we learned to jump on the number line. So I'm going to draw 13 way over here because remember, I'm going this way on the number line because I'm subtracting. So 12, I know 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oops, I did not leave enough room to keep going. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4. So my numbers are really scrunched. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back from 13 to 10. And I jumped back 1, 2, 3, jumped back 3 spaces to get to 10, right? Because I know 13 is made up of 10 plus 3. So I'm going to take those 3 out of the 9 because I already jumped those. I need to jump all the way 9 spaces. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to jump back 6 more spaces. And that will get me a total of 9 jumps backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Circle where I land. I landed on 4. So the book doesn't break apart 13 into that number bond. I like to do that because I think it gives you guys a great visual. You're able to see really quickly, oh yeah, 13 breaks down into 10 and 3. And so then I take that 3 out of the 9. I have 6 left over. I need to jump 9 total spots. You're jumping to 10 because it's like a checkpoint in a video game. It's an easy, friendly number. And y'all hopefully know what 10 plus 2, 10 plus 3 equals. So it's an easy way to figure out subtraction if you know addition, because addition and subtraction are opposites, okay? So she has 4 beads left at the end of the day. If you turn the page, or the page 340 just has where we're going to model it. So they want you to find 13 minus 9. It's the same. If I have 13 minus 9, remember when we switched this into a fact family? It was the same as 9 plus, I don't know, equals 13, right? Because if I have 9 and I add 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I get to 13. If I have 13 and I take away 9, I get to 4. So this would be a fact family. Subtraction starts with the biggest number. Addition ends with the biggest number because they're opposites. One is in the front, one is in the back. If one's in the back, then it's going to switch to the front for the other procedure that you're doing, whether it's addition or subtraction. Okay. All right. So it says start with 9, and they were doing, they're showing you addition with this modelet, 11, 12, 13. So you start with 9. and you're going to add 1, and that gets you to 10. And then you're going to add 3 more, 1, 2, 3. So this is plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, and you land on 13. So 9 plus 4 equals 13. They did addition. So if 9 plus 4 equals 13, 13 minus 9 must equal 4. There are 4 beads left. So that's what your book is showing you, is this opposite way. So here I did subtraction in the number line. I moved this way because I was subtracting. Here I'm moving this way because I'm adding. My numbers are getting bigger as I'm getting more of them. All right, this is tricky stuff, but I feel like if you guys keep practicing, you're going to get it. Remember how all of my coworkers were like, oh, my kids don't have make 10. And I was like, mine do. Woo, go Miss Plans firsties. All right, page 341. How is your way like model it? How is it different? So my way, I did model it, kind of model it. I used the number line, but they added on the number line and I subtracted. So that's different, but also the same, right? Okay, number 2, how does using a number path help you make a 10 to find your answer? Okay, so a number line, they call it a number path. Same thing, number line, number path helps you because you can see your numbers and you can stop at 10. You can see your numbers, which means also the numbers on the line, but also the numbers that you're jumping. So if I am adding 4, I can see that I'm adding those 4 in. If I'm subtracting, I can see what I'm doing. So you can see your numbers and stop at 10 because 10 is a friendly number. So if we stop at 10, whether we're adding or subtracting, it's going to help us because it's friendly. All right, number 3, a mall has 14 toy birds. 14 toy birds. You need to circle it. She gives away 8 toy birds. 8. How many are left? So 14 minus 8. So we're going to use an addition number line to get there. So I'm going to switch 14 minus 8. I'm going to switch it into an addition problem. So I have 8. That's the number I do know, if you remember. I'm adding in, I don't know how many jumps to get to 14. So here's the unknown number, and here's the unknown number. If you notice, subtraction starts with the biggest number, addition ends with the biggest number. Then all I did was I took the only number I know, which is 8, and I put it here at the front because I don't know how many are missing. I do know whatever this is plus the 8 will equal 14. So 8 plus I don't know equals 14. All right, so now I'm going to start my number line. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I'm adding, I'm going to move this way on the number line. I'm going to start out at 8. This time I don't know how many jumps, but I'm going to stop on 14 because my answer is 14. Before, when we used the number line, we didn't know what the answer was, but we knew what we were starting and we knew how many we were adding in. This time I don't know any of that. So I'm going to start at 8 and I'm going to stop at 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I took plus 6 jumps. So my answer is 8 plus 6 is 14. If 8 plus 6 is 14, then 14 minus 8 must be 6. See how I did that? Isn't that really cool? It's just the opposite. So below it'll say, I did it a little bit differently. I kept going, but what they do in your book is they say 8 plus blank equals 10. And you know, 1, 2 got you to this checkpoint. So this is plus 2. This whole thing is plus 6. So 8 plus 2, you had 2 jumps, 1, 2 to 10. And then you had to go from 10 plus to 14. So this is just showing you the opposite. We've been doing the subtracting back, but now we're going forward and doing the addition. So now I'm going to hop from 10 to 14. 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. So I know 10 plus 4 is 14. So 8 plus 6, that's what the book is looking for, is 14. So 14 minus 8 is 6. Same thing I did there. Okay, all I'm doing this time is I'm adding on the number line, whereas before I subtracted. So both will help you. Remember, if you can't get one, it's okay. These are just tools to go in your math toolbox. So someday, hopefully, you can get these. All right. Let's erase this. Okay, moving on. Problem number 4 says 12 minus 7. This is problem number 4. And it gives you 7 plus blank equals 10. And then it says 10 plus blank equals 12. So 7 plus blank equals 12. So 12 minus 7 equals blank. Okay, and then they give you a number line. So we're going to do the number line. Their number line goes from 5 to 14. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out at 7 and we're adding. So we're going to go to the right on the number line. Okay, the right makes a backwards L, your left hand makes a perfect L. So we're going to go to the right on the number line and we're starting out at 7. We're going to take however many jumps we need to until our checkpoint of 10 because 10 is a friendly number. So 7, 1, 2, 3, checkpoint of 10. So this was plus 3 jumps. So I know 7 plus 3 is 10. You might already know this because we've been working on our friends of 10. But what I want you to do is practice this strategy, okay? So this is all strategy. It's how we get there. All right, so even if you know that, still do this strategy with me. Now I need to go to 12 because it's 12 minus 7, not 10 minus 7. So 10, I'm going to keep going to 12. 1, 2, plus 2. I land on 12. So 10 plus 2 is 12. So now I add up my jumps. 2 plus 3, 3, 4, 5 is 5. So 7 plus 5 is 12. So 12 minus 7 is 5. See how if I know, I can easily do that. All right. Now number 5. So number 5 is the same. Number 5 says 15 minus 8. 15 minus 8. So it says 8 plus blank equals 15. So 15 minus 8 equals blank. And then they give you a number line that you have to fill in. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out at 8. Okay. So we're going to write 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we're going to start out at 8. We're going to take however many jumps until we land on 15. We're going to stop at a checkpoint of 10 if you would like until you figure it out. 8, 1, 2. So this is plus 2 to get me to my checkpoint of 10. Then I'm going to keep going to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's plus 5. So I have 5, 6, 7 jumps. So 8 plus 7 is 15. If 8 plus 7 is 15, 15 minus 8 is 7. Awesome. I hope this is starting to make sense for you. I love math because you get to play with all these numbers and break them apart and jump and add and all these different ways of finding the same answer, which I think is really cool. All right, number 6, 14 minus 9. 14 minus 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this time I'm going to start out at 9. I'm going to stop at 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did plus 5. So now I know 9 plus 5 equals 14. And because I know 9 plus 5 equals 14, I know 14 minus 9 equals 5. Pretty cool, right? I used addition to help me subtract. Awesome. Okay, so the next 2 pages are practice pages, and you're going to practice making 10 to subtract. And what they're doing is they're doing it on the number line. So on the next 2, it appears you are going to jump to 10 and use that as a little checkpoint in your math. So I'll show you what that means. On page 343, it says 13 minus 7. And you can 13. Okay. I'm going to start out at 7, remember, because I'm doing 7 plus, I don't know how many jumps gets me to 13. I'm adding, I'm going to move to the right. So I'm going to stop at 10 because the book says 7 plus blank equals 10, and 10 plus blank equals 13. So 7 plus blank equals 13, and 13 minus 7 equals blank. So now I'm going to jump to 10. 1, 2, 3. So this is plus 3. Label those jumps. 7 plus 3 equals 10. And then I'm going to jump from 10 to 13. 1, 2, 3 plus 3. Now, if you look, I can just add those numbers right here. I can add those together. 3 plus 3, I know my double stacks. It's 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 plus 6 is 13. So 13 minus 7 must be 6. See how I did that? Awesome. If you stack them like this, you can see in your book where it says 3 plus 3, and then down at the bottom is that 6. Okay. I also liked the other strategy that we did. So number 2 is 12 minus 9. And it was 10 and 2. And then you're going to pull out 2 and 7 because 7, 8, 9. But this one, it says blank plus blank equals 10. And then you have 10 plus blank equals blank. So 9 plus blank equals 12. This is what your book said. So 12 minus 9 must equal blank. All right, so I am going to see what I can get, how I can get to, how I can get there. So I'm going to draw 9, 10, 11, 12 on my number line. Here's my number line. I'm going to start out at 9, and I'm going to hop to 10. 1 plus 1. So 9 plus 1 makes 10. And then 10 plus 2 equals 12. And then 9 plus, so then I go 1, 2 plus 2. This doesn't work on this, so you can just forget that. That doesn't work when you're adding. So I apologize if that confuses you, but look at how I add those up. 2 plus 1 is 3. So 9 plus 3 is 12. That means 12 minus 9 is also 3. I apologize for confusing you. That doesn't work with adding. So hope I didn't mess you up there, but you're on the right path, okay? 13 minus 8. 13 minus 8, and they give us an empty number line. So we're going to go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to start at 8 because 8 plus however many jumps equals 13. Okay, we're going to fill that in. All I did was I took a subtraction equation, I turned it into an addition equation. So I'm going to start out at 8, and I'm going to count until I get to 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I took 5 jumps forward. I was adding. I was going this way, so I was adding. So that means 13 minus 8 is 5. That's problem number 3. All right, number 4 is 15 minus 9. All right, and I'm going to use, I liked that one that we did. It was 10 and 5, and then it was 5 and 4. So I'm going to go backwards on the number line 9. Okay, so now I'm going to start at 15 and I'm going to jump back 5 to get to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pit stop at 10. It's like a checkpoint. Okay, and I did my 5. Now I have 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle where I landed. 15 minus 9 is 6. But if I wanted to do that where I could do addition, I'll show you what that looks like because that's what they've been working on here as well. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to start at, actually, I'm going to start at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So I'm going to start at, I'm going to turn this into an addition equation. So it would be 9 plus however many jumps gets me to 15. Remember, addition ends with the biggest number. Subtraction started with the biggest number. So I'm going to start at 9 on my number line, and I'm moving to the right because I'm adding. I don't know how many jumps, but I'm going to stop at 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 6. This one was minus 9. Right, I have started at 15. I worked my way back. Here I start at 9 and I add 6. I land on 15. Great job, boys and girls. Don't give up. I know this can be tricky, but you've got it.